Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am trying something a little bit different today, and we have with us Sarah Nolan.
Ta-da!
Da-da-da. So I remember I was walking on the Stepmaster
Okay.
in the gym, and I was watching an interview with, I don't know if you know Chris Bum. He's a professional bodybuilder.
Okay.
And he won Mr. Olympia, whatever. And he just recently retired.
Okay.
I'm into bodybuilding. I love that stuff.
I'm invested in this.
So, so on the Stepmaster, I'm walking, and I'm like, this interview was amazing.
Got it.
I mean, it was just like talking about the bodybuilding world, and I felt like it related a lot to our world. And I was like, we can do something like this. So I'm like, who's the first person I would ask to do it with me?
I'm flattered.
Yes, literally.
That's fire.
And I was like, because we have some history together, because we're actively competing together, so we have the same interests and we have the same problems, right? So I thought this would be a great way to just sit down and talk about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's official. That's amazing. And also we're doing the same thing, no? We're both like, it feels like trying to push this online Instagram, online posting.
Yeah.
Like,
social media. So first thing is we competed last night.
we did. Can you tell?
I hope not. They're like, yes, we can. So we competed last night. It ended not as late as typically it would. Surprisingly, we used to end this comp like 3 a.m.
Yes.
By the time we would get back into the hotel room, 6. And then the whole day was just sleeping.
Yes.
But today, we said like 3 o'clock last night. 4 o'clock.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel?
I'm not sure that I have feelings right now. You know, when you're post-event, you're a little bit like, like what is real? About the comp, it was fabulous. Like, this is one of my favorite events of the year.
Yeah.
It feels like home in a way because we're so close with Eugene and everything. But also the week of prep was so special. So that doing the comp was kind of like pretty, I'm not going to say easy, but it got done. Yeah. Felt good. Did all the things, you know?
Yeah. I think this comp for us is like a madhouse because it is a local event. It is camp with ourselves and our lessons and our students. Yeah. And then we have all of our students dancing, pro-am, kids. The kids day yesterday. Like having the kids day and then the pro event in the evening is a killer.
I felt for you.
My head was like this big.
Yeah.
But
I heard you got on the microphone.
Oh, I did.
Of course.
I was lining them up.
That's it.
I was trying to embody Justin.
We miss you, Justin.
Oh my God, we miss you.
Yeah.
We need you
you're
here.
Needed.
You are much needed here. But anyway, I tried to embody him.
I heard you did a great job.
I tried.
Yeah, I heard.
That's it. I just tried.
But any comp that you do at home is not your regular comp experience. If you have a home comp and you have students and you have your like home life and daily, like it's a nightmare.
Yeah. No,
so,
it is.
And this being one of our major comps on the calendar.
It is.
Kudos to that.
Whew. Yeah.
Are you tired by the evening?
Actually, I took a nap.
When did you have time to?
I unfortunately told some of my students, I was like, I love you so much, but I have my comp, which is really important for me. So I need to go and take at least an hour before my hair and makeup appointment.
Well done.
Yeah, so that's what I did. What I actually brought you in for.
Here we go.
This is what I actually was thinking, the first thing. We have some tea together, I guess we could say, right? And I think a lot of people know about it because I think the second it was happening, we were probably all running around and bitching about each other, which is like, okay, it's normal. It's whatever.
Yeah. But also, there's a few people that don't know.
And there are, yes. And there's a lot of people actually.
What do you mean?
I was like, how do you not know that we have beef?
It was the story of the time.
Of the time.
They're like, oh, but he used to dance with her. He used to dance with her.
Yeah.
Did you not know?
I'm like,
shocking.
Gary McDonald came up to me and he was like, you guys dance together?
Gary.
Oh, I was like, Gary, are you kidding me?
Oh my god, it must have been so iconic for us, but for everyone else, probably just didn't really.
Yeah, so iconic for us.
Major
Major.
life changes and stuff.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So Nick and I were dancing together, which was like 10, 11, 12 years ago, something like that.
That's so insane. Yes.
10, 11, 12. Because I've been married to Andre for 10 years. So then like...
So it was the 2 years.
So 11, 12.
11, 12.
Years ago.
12 and a half, yeah.
We started dancing together.
Yes.
Okay. I lived in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Blackpool.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where he met you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember he was just obsessively texting all day long. Obsessively texting.
Actually, I never heard this side
all
of it.
day long. You. And it's really weird because that's when I went, so after Blackpool, I had to go back to New York to do a show.
Yeah.
And literally, that's when I met Andre. So, like, you met him in May, and then in
2 months
June,
later? Yeah.
in June,
Yeah.
I left to New York to go and do a show, and that's where I met Andre.
Yeah.
And I remember at that point, I was like, I don't want to date anybody. I don't want to, like, do anything. And then he popped into my life, so I was like, okay, fine. And then whatever. So that was the whole...
Us was the same also.
Yeah.
I was also in that mentality of, like...
In that mentality, yeah.
I just left my ex, like, relationship-wise. I don't want anybody. I need to be by myself. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Here comes this schmuck.
The schmuck.
This schmuck in the after party.
In the after...
In the Ruskin, baby.
Ruskin.
We met in the
Ruskin.
and he rolled me in and we danced all night, literally. And I was like, seriously? Seriously? Do I really? What? Why now? Okay. Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
So you were living in England at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but you are from New Zealand.
Correct.
But
If you don't know, which
if you don't know,
you should.
You should.
From New Zealand. Uh-huh.
From New Zealand, moved to England to dance, right, for dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you met Nick.
Yes.
And moved to San Francisco.
6 months later.
6 months later.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, that's when Andre also moved. I guess it kind of, because Nick and I were living together.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we, right away when you moved in, I moved into literally the apartment
Upstairs.
Yeah. And we just kind of...
There wasn't an overlap or something, but there was gonna be an overlap where it was like literally right there.
Yes.
Like,
I think I was
she's
away.
coming and you're like, I'm leaving, and then he's coming. It was like all within the same
little tiny time frame. And I even remember I still had like half of my shit in his apartment.
Yeah.
And you were like, can you take your shit? And I was like, yes.
Text probably came from him, by the way.
Probably. 100%. And I'm like, I didn't know I had because I've had...
There was fabric in there. Beautiful fabric. And I was like, listen, are you going to take this? Because this is nice.
Nice.
It's really nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I probably wouldn't have even known.
I know.
You probably could have taken it and I'd been like, what? I had no idea. So that was a whole big move.
That was huge.
And we were really, really young. I was 19, Yes, I was turning 19, 18 turning 19.
Yes.
I just turned 19.
You just turned 19. I was about to turn 21 because I remember I was having my birthday in America. It's 21 drinking age.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember based on
alcohol.
But yeah, it's so young, mentally young, financially young,
everything
young, life skills
young.
Like we could have coordinated that beautifully. We could have all.
Yes.
But it was messy because we were young.
It was messy because we were
stressful.
So stressed. And it was a lot. And we all were in San Francisco at the time was work-wise was horrible. There was no work there.
There's no work there.
Everybody was very protective of their work because they needed money. You need to pay.
Was small. Yeah.
Because it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I get it. I understand. You need to pay for your job, whatever, your apartment, our dancing, our everything, our life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that, of course, we were young and we handled it not well because I think when I was younger, I was very reactive.
Yeah.
And so is Nick. I mean, we were both
I think
two people.
You two were the reactive
ones, and you and
Andre and I just sat by
and tried to, yes.
And we would eye each other like, oh shoot.
They even tried to dance together.
It's beautiful. It could have been great.
Well, you got it. You got another chance. You had a chance to compete with him.
I know. I lived out my entree dreams. Oh yeah.
But anyway, I remember we had actually pretty good times because even though we've had like drama and whatever, we were having drama with work, like with students, just me being protective over my work, Nick being protective over his work, and we just like were trying to live, right? And I think that also brought a lot of tension in
like
all
naturally.
4 of us, you know?
Of course. We had good times, and again...
good times. That's what we were going... That's where
let me find where the good times were.
But there were.
Dude, like, I look back at photos, and, like, we did have really good times.
We did.
I may or may not, like, close my eyes to everything else, because, again, my coping mechanism is, like, just putting things out of my mind. So I don't necessarily remember, like, a lot of negative things in particular, but what I do remember is like the good times. Like we were suffering, we were all poor, we were all struggling like heck. We struggled with students, the work was trash there. There wasn't work, people didn't want to dance. So you know, like that doesn't help. It doesn't help when you guys also like you had your career and you were on like this good path, right? But then these other people came into your lives, both of you, and it just was like a charcuterie board of like, what the heck is going on? Let's all figure it out. And we had a blast.
We did have fun. Like we would go to the nail salon together.
I remember that.
Like that was a lot of fun. And we would like make parties, like just the 4 of us, and like make little platters of food and yes, you don't remember like New Year's Eve, the Christmas, so like with Thanksgiving, I think we had. Did we have a Thanksgiving? We were so. I mean, we had like little parties just with us 4, and we were having a good time. But I think just because Nick and I have like clashed, it kind of created more tension between all of us. Of course. And it was like, again, it was hard because we have very similar personalities. So because we were dancing together and having to deal with each other, you know, if we were just like 4 friends hanging out, like
it would have been
would have been such a different, like you guys would have been dancing together, we were dancing together and just hanging out. It would have been a totally different situation. But because everything was a little bit messy and like there was a relationship that way and there's like you guys started kind of trying to dance together and then we were trying to create a relationship. Andre was trying to create a relationship with Nick. It was like too many.
It was messy. It was messy because of the external situation. But us as people, like we get along great.
We do.
We are so similar in the good way, not in the bad, you know, when it clashes. We're so similar. And we could have had like this fantastic time. Situationally.
The situation.
Just, it is what it is. And then everybody got declined their papers.
I know.
All at the same time, or whatever, you know, like this one got declined, this one got asked more, this blah, 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 all of it. All of us at the same time. So that being young, not having, like for the 3 immigrants that are looking at you, like, what do we do? You know, none of us had parents there.
I know.
Young as heck.
Oh, we all got denied the papers, what are we going to,
you know, like it was such.
Stressful.
It was such a journey that I think every dancer does go through. But our story is like particularly fun.
I know. Because there's like all of us involved. Of course there's deeper details, but we're not going to do that.
I don't remember them.
You don't remember them?
Tell me later. No, I feel like I genuinely put stuff.
You do?
I went to my therapist and she was you know that I even forgot the word that it is that I do, but I put stuff it just goes out. You like detach from it? Detach, and there's another word, something that I'm looking really dumb right now, but
no,
disassociate. I completely disassociate with a lot of difficult memories or like struggling memories just based on like my growing up and like certain things that I just like learned to disassociate with. So I forgot it all.
Forgot it all. Good. I'll remind you.
We'll talk shit later.
But the thing is, I also don't know like much details, but when
Yeah.
something really like hurt me,
Yeah.
like I will remember that. I will
Right,
hold
I get
on
that.
to it.
Yeah.
I am a grudge holder. And I will accept it, and I'm trying to be better. I'm trying not to hold grudges anymore. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to let go. It's easier said than done. And then we ended up splitting
Right.
because I think the tension was just too much.
Yeah.
It was building.
Yeah.
It was constantly building.
It was inevitable.
I think it was.
Like, there was no way that you guys were gonna continue the partnership, considering the environment and the situation and San Francisco and, you
Yeah.
know, like, it was just...
Plus our personalities. I don't think that would have continued anyway.
No.
I think you guys being there, you and Andre kind of helped it move along faster in a way.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he was always talking to me saying, that's not really normal. Like,
Yeah.
you guys need to communicate better. And I'm sure you guys had your whole,
Yeah.
conversations about it.
Yeah.
But in general, I think it would have
done it anyway.
happened anyway.
I mean, what were we gonna be? I was not gonna dance with Andre, so it had to kind of happen how it happened.
Yeah.
The height difference is just too great.
I mean, you guys did great at the Jack and Jill for that height difference. I mean,
So funny. It's
I mean,
a good time.
it was a good time.
Andre and I, we're similar in the way that works. Like, somehow we're a little softer, or somehow
Yes.
whatever we do in the connection, like, we kind of, I don't know, it's a little softer.
Yeah.
So we kind of like, it's
Like,
just like here.
but it's there.
It's
Yeah.
up there.
I know. I even feel like it's up there for me. Like, I'm
So,
like,
tall dude.
he's a tall dude.
Tall dude. I mean, I struggle with Nick. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
lower.
Lower
center
than
of
him.
gravity is doing
Yeah, down here.
But like, I am short, so what
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
I think it's okay. As long as you accept it.
Yeah.
And you understand
Okay.
it.
Fun size.
And your fun size.
That's it, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And you just keep doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that was that drama.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that split with Nick.
Yeah.
I was the one that had that conversation with him
Yeah.
and said, I don't think that this is going well for us. And I don't think that this is really what the path is for us
Yeah.
right now.
I think girls always kind of make that move.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Maybe.
I
I would think so. I couldn't see Andre like breaking up a partnership.
right.
Like I couldn't see him do it.
Right. I feel like it kind of takes the girl to be like.
To be like, it's
and
done.
the guy's like, yeah. I was thinking that, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, but I said it.
But yeah, exactly. They were waiting for us to say it.
But yeah, that makes sense.
So I moved back to New York. You guys stood in San Francisco. I heard it was a rough
It
time.
was so rough.
Mm.
That's probably why I forgot all the other stuff before. That was so rough. It was the most
car
character.
got stolen, right?
Oh gosh. I mean, add it to the list of what random stuff happened to us. I just think that city didn't, like, it wasn't our place. It wasn't our city. I think that Nikolai is very, very nostalgic and very, like, he really holds on to memories and things that are important. He really holds
Yes.
on to it. And obviously, like, moving away from home and all that stuff affects, you know,
Yeah.
how people act. So he was holding on to this city as if it was part of him.
Mm-hmm.
And the city and the kind of work and the environment just in a way kept kind of rejecting us.
Okay.
It just didn't gel. The work wasn't working. The students that we got, it wasn't really, we had some beautiful, super sweet students, but we never could really build,
Yeah,
what
I get
we've
you.
built in LA.
Yes.
Like, we came to LA and it wasn't like that, but it was like
It was
that.
It was easy.
I could
In a way.
build the work
Then-
that I feel good about, and
Yeah.
then the students, when they come to you and they want to learn from you.
Yeah.
In San Fran, it was just a bit off, a bit funny. I don't know whether everyone has just an attitude there. Like, I don't blame them. It's a small place. There's minimal people. Everyone works at Instagram or Google. They don't want to learn the cha-cha. So it just,
Yeah.
the environment didn't suit us. I can't tell you how many times we got, like, robbed or broken into, or this stolen or that stolen, and going through our papers to get papers for America was also just absolutely a nightmare. Like, as it is for anyone,
Yeah.
any immigrant.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really, really hard. It just, everyone has their own particular path, and I think Nikolai's was just traumatic. It was just so traumatic. And then on top of that, we got like audited for taxes. I don't know if I can say that on here. It's fine, but like
Okay.
they were like, listen, you're getting audited. Like what is this career that you do? None of this makes sense. So we go into this big scary government building, and we had to explain, we're ballroom dancers, and this is what we do, and this is, they're like, why aren't you making any income? We're like, we're ballroom dancers. Like, what do you, So it was just like thing after thing after thing after thing in San Francisco. And I think it was in COVID when we realized he was thinking about LA, and I like to be comfortable until I know for sure something else is like a good opportunity. And went to LA for a visit, and I was like, babe, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, I love San Francisco. I'm like, no, San Francisco doesn't love you.
Doesn't love you.
We're going. Sorry, babe.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be, broke through COVID. We were broke anyway because in San Francisco, everything closed.
Everything, yes.
Say
true.
what you will, whatever you believe in, whatever your political alignments are. When we were living in San Francisco, no one left the house for a year and a half. We had no work for like a year and a half.
Wow.
We find out everyone in LA is working.
Yeah.
You go out of state, everyone else is working. And so we're like, listen, we're struggling anyway in San Fran. Might as well go struggle and rebuild in LA. It's the same.
It's the same. Same, yeah, exactly.
So that was that.
Yeah.
But what about in that time? You guys went home.
Yeah.
And then build it up?
Yeah, we went home, and I remember it was scary because...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not scary in a way. Like, I'm very lucky that I was able to go back to my parents, and
It's
I
major.
was... Yes. And not that that's scary, because I'm sure moving to a new place and having to build and, like, literally having nobody there to help and support is, like, scary.
Yeah.
But in a way, rebuilding something is very scary.
Absolutely.
Rebuilding, I remember I just made a bunch of flyers and ran around to studios. Like, my dad drove me all over Long Island where we live, and jumped from studio to studio, and we were like, oh, we're dancers, we like whatever, we're just starting to dance together.
Wow, those were the times, making flyers, huh?
Yeah. Flyers. Can you imagine?
Little
babies making flyers with our like,
I'm a dance teacher, please.
Hire me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that whole period of life.
But yeah, I think we ran around, we just gave out flyers, and eventually he had like some past students that he taught when he was living in New York, and like a few, very small handful. And I remember we were like, okay, we started teaching in a studio, which had a good amount of kids, but they were not competitive. And when they came in and saw us teaching and like that we're competitive dancers, and right away, all the parents, the owner of the studio, they were like, oh, like, you can teach. Like, you could teach the kids like competitively and like, make them competitive. I'm like, yeah. So then I started making that studio like with all the kids competitive. That's when actually a few years later, Sergey from 375, he emailed me.
Did he have his studio already going?
So it was literally just like an empty space. It was better because it was just us three working.
When did you start doing all those videos with him?
In COVID.
In COVID. What's the timeline? When did you start at that studio?
So the studio just opened up right before New York Dance Festival. That New York Dance Festival before
the COVID one?
COVID one.
Ah.
And literally the studio opens up. We start a little bit teaching a week there, and COVID hits. And
it's crazy.
But like you said, we're a little bit more open.
Yeah.
So we were really lucky.
Yeah.
Andre and I were able to, because nobody was, at one point when nobody was coming at all, we had the keys to the studio, and we would just practice.
Yeah.
So we would just be practicing the entire
No
COVID.
way.
Yeah. And we were lucky because, I mean, if we're being honest, nobody was touching the studio. Nobody was anywhere.
Yeah,
it was just us two going into the studio and then coming back home.
It's fine.
It was fine.
It's fine.
It was okay. Don't make a big deal about it.
Relax.
But yeah, we were going into the studio every day practicing. I did have somebody message me though and say like, you shouldn't be in the studio like that, because I was like taking videos of like us doing stuff and like whatever. Yeah. And somebody did message me and got upset that we were in the studio. But I was like,
Did you have officers going around?
No.
We had officers going around.
That's crazy.
We were all, at the time when you were able to wear a mask and
Yeah.
be in a place, but you had to have a certain amount of people per place, whatever. And there was a dude that came with his clipboard and came in and looked in the studio and was
Wow.
like, blah, blah, blah.
Really?
And they all got in trouble. Yeah, Dan
Wow.
Svita and San Mateo.
They got in trouble.
Yeah, got in trouble. They're like, you
Wow.
guys shouldn't be in here. And we're like, listen, bro, they're teaching cha-cha in LA. Relax.
Yeah.
We're all vaccinated, but
Yeah.
you know, so
Yeah,
it was so restricted. So frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were pretty like much
That's great. That's
good.
lucky.
We were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were open. We were also on Long Island, so our rules are also slightly different than New York City.
Mhm.
So we were a little bit more lenient and open and
Yeah.
able to do a lot of stuff. So we were really lucky.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but for us, COVID was a really big eye opener.
Greatest time of my life. Fantastic. Took a whole break for a year. It was stunning. For everybody, no?
I don't think so.
Oh, I mean,
I think some people had their, like, of course, there were people who, of course, passed away because of COVID.
terrible. Not what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely terrible.
And then there were some people who went through, like, mental.
Also terrible.
Terrible.
That sucks.
And it does. It's not like, for some people, it was really a rough time. But it was, for us, a really big eye opener
Yeah.
with our dancing.
Yeah.
And that we're really not practicing enough.
Mhm.
We're really not dedicating, like, fully our lives to dancing.
Wow.
Like, taking away everything else
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
just having the dancing.
Yeah.
We were like, wow. Like,
Boy.
we really, before, with all the work that we were doing and running around and,
Yeah.
like, life,
Yeah.
we were like, we weren't really dedicating ourselves fully to dancing. Like,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
like, embodying it,
Yeah.
like, doing it.
Yeah.
So that really, like, helped us. And plus, since in COVID, Florida was, like, the place to go for competitions.
To go, yeah.
Because all the competitions were being held in
Florida.
Florida. They were all open
Yeah.
and just living their best life. So we would go and do the comp, and we just went to one comp before, right when COVID, just like when comps were first opening up.
Right.
Right.
What was that?
It was Boca. Was it Boca? Boca Dance Sport. It was
Okay.
this competition
Yeah.
that's in
Yeah,
Florida. And it was the first comp that was held, I'm pretty sure, after COVID.
Yes.
Like everything.
Yes.
And we danced as amateurs.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other and were like, we need to dance professional.
Yeah.
And then I remember we pulled Eugene over. And we were like,
At the time.
at the time, after that comp, and we were like, we need to talk to you. And we were like, can we talk to you in the office?
Oh.
We get him in the office, and he's like, you want to turn professional? And I was like, yeah, like, this was not worth it. Like, I made a whole drama out of it. And he's like, you want to turn professional? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. That's what we, like, decided.
Yeah.
And because when we went to the Boca, the category for professional was already semifinal. We danced amateur, one couple, just us. And we were like, wow, we could be competing against all of these people.
Right.
And plus, good people. Like, it was good dancers.
Good dancers.
Arthur and Nasty were dancing that competition. And we were
Good
like,
times.
yeah, we were like, okay, we can compete. Like, we can have competition.
Yeah.
So then, moving along.
Here we go. She's
Here we
been
go.
building this.
I've been building this. So we're dancing all of our rising stars, and we're like, oh, this is a great year for us. We just turned professional. We're gonna, we're going for that nationals. We want to be like a top professional couple. And then the announcement of Nick and Sarah saying, hey, we're also turning professional. And now it is the battle of a lifetime. So
wait, I need to do my
you
one.
need
though.
to
I
do
need to do my
your story.
my spiel.
Yes.
Because we had the same experience.
Okay.
I think we were just delayed.
Mhm.
We had that realization later only because California wasn't doing competitions.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So we had the
same.
same realization. The the realization came from the fact that we're like, okay, we need to kickstart it. We need to get it going. I got the super cute dress, blah blah blah. Figured out all the moving pieces. It was a smaller local LA comp, so we drove down. I think we drove down. We still weren't living in LA yet, And we danced it, and the problem with this competition in California is that we had to wear masks.
Yes.
So we competed in masks.
Yes.
And again,
I remember
like
that.
looking back, that's nuts. But at the time, like that was the normal and that's what's expected. And if you want to compete, and we're like, come on, we need to get our life going.
Yeah.
We might have to wear masks forever. So
Didn't you have like a stone?
I stoned that up. It was the same fabric
Yes,
for
fabric.
my dress.
It was like a
Yes.
uh
It was this net, but then it had a
Yes.
mesh. I mean, completely useless. It's not going to keep out anything. But it matched my dress, and we danced it, and I just feel an amateur, again, like we were very isolated in San Francisco. We didn't have, like, obviously our teachers are not there. We're by ourselves. No money, no honey, no parents, nothing, right?
Yeah.
So we're already feeling isolated, and it takes so much guts and courage. Like, I thank Nikolai because he was the one that kept us driving and kept us like focused, because it was a struggle. I mean, he's totally crazy, which is why, you know, but you need to be a little crazy.
You need to be a little crazy.
Anyway, so he was driving us and motivating us really, and we danced in these masks, this competition in amateur, and we lost the dance to a lovely couple that we shouldn't be losing dance to. And I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe, I don't know who really was on the judging panel. I didn't really look because it's not something I wanted to investigate at the time.
Yeah.
But the whole scenario was just so defeating, so sad, so pathetic, so ridiculous. And I was standing there and I was like, why should we even keep dancing? Like, this is, you know, like at the time in the mask, you're like, what is the future of this? This is terrible. Everything sucks.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? And I also felt, again, like maybe I have a big ego or something, but I was like, no one really cares in amateur. You really feel a little, you know, a little sad, a little in America. Overseas, completely different story. And I think that was what was the difficult decision, was because overseas in England, we were kind of there. We were kind of there. We'd done the Blackpool that previous time, and we'd come second in Rising Star. So we were like, oh, like we might be on a good track.
Yeah.
Then we danced this amateur comp with the masks on, get just annihilated with the results, and I was like, there's 0 point. Nick, being the nostalgic one, is like, no, and I'm like, we're going professional. That's it. I'm not doing this again. I'm not like I don't know how to explain it better, but being an amateur can be, if you don't have support, it's extremely hard.
Yes.
You're not financially in a good position either, because you can't compete in Pro-Am. And, you know, there's a lot of lower level dancers that are professional that don't compete, that call themselves pro, that can, at that time in San Francisco, say they're, you know, hot stuff, being professional, and you're like, you have 0 skills, buddy. But you're telling everybody that I'm an amateur, and I'm, you know, so it's...
I get what you're saying,
It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So the decision, I was like, listen, that's it.
That's it.
I was aware that you guys had turned pro. I was aware, and I was like, you know? Yeah. I was like, I can't let that influence, like, the decisions for our career.
Yes.
But that's going to kind of be sucky for the relationship that we didn't really have anyway at the time.
We didn't really have a relationship at the time. I think we kind of did our once we separated.
We were separated. Yeah.
There was no talking involved.
There was no talking. I think there was also like gossip and people between us that tried to stir the pot. There was a lot of pot stirring.
Yes.
That, looking back, I am annoyed that I even listened to, because this relationship is pretty valuable. Like we get along great. Yeah. And certain people that stir the pot, where are they now? Yeah. Where are they? Yeah. You know, it's, what's the point in stirring up the pot?
The pot, yeah. I think people just maybe have their own
journeys,
maybe boredom in their life, and they have to stir up the pot between other people.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, I love a good pot stir, I love a good pot stir, but it's got to be factual.
I think.
And you gotta know what you're talking about, who you're talking about, and why you're talking about them. If you talk about things that happen, it has to be that you've experienced it or you're observing it. You can't be making up stuff to set somebody else off.
Okay.
That's what I like. Don't set this one off because of this one. Like that.
I think everybody loves a good gossip moment.
Love
but
it.
I just like good gossip, you know, like if somebody like wants to tell me something, I'm like,
oh my God,
tell me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to hear it.
I Googled it. I YouTubed it, I think. I looked it up. Because I was like, why do I enjoy this? Because I also don't agree with this. And they said that, Google, whoever, ChatGPT. Chat said that people gossip. This is the most, now I'm going to forget how to speak like any words. This is something from our human nature that regulates society. So society gossips to kind of keeps
everybody in line
and balances out.
And
if we're talking about this one wearing green, you kind of understand and I kind of understand maybe green maybe isn't the thing to do. Or something.
Okay.
So there's something about society regulation. Everyone will gossip or everyone will talk about things.
Because pretty much people gossip about things that are not normal.
Yes.
And that's why it's exciting, the gossip, because those are the things that you talk about that are out of the norm.
Out of the norm, yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So I think that's probably why people like to gossip in general, because we like to hear things that are out of the norm and then see if we also agree with it.
That's an enjoyable thing.
Out of the norm.
Yes.
Or sometimes you get a person who you're like saying something to and they're like, really? I wouldn't think that way. And I'm like,
lately I've enjoyed that. Lately, being the older person that I am, I enjoy, like, there's a couple of people that I'll say something to and they're like, no. And I'm like, nice.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you for
and then give me a reason.
Yeah, let's discuss.
I like that.
I enjoy that.
I do enjoy that a lot. I've recently been getting a lot of people and friends who like I don't agree with on a lot of things.
Yes.
And we'll just sit down and like talk about it and discuss it.
How nice is that?
It's so nice.
Are we old?
Yes. But no, we're mature. We're getting
so mature.
We're getting, more wisdom. And
I love that.
We're opening up our minds to possibilities and options and not being so tunnel visioned about things. So I think.
And insecure, I guess.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Too. So moving along about the professional.
So here we are. We're both pro.
Here we are. We're both pro. And oh my God, when I saw that post, my ass was in the studio like, I gotta practice, because I'm very competitive.
Yes.
I'm very competitive, and I love that. I was excited about pro, so I think the excitement kind of drove me to do well.
Right. Yeah.
But I think at one point, if I didn't have something pushing me, and I felt like, okay, I win this, I win that, and then there's nothing behind my back, then I think I would have started to take it easy. Yeah. So I saw this post and I was like, no, they did not. Okay, I gotta go. And I remember just busting my ass in the studio because of it. And so we were dancing the Rising Stars. You guys came to Florida, was your first.
It was Florida,
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were literally going like, we would win a comp, you would win a comp.
Yeah.
We would win a comp, you'd win a comp. And so many people were so excited about this. They were like, "What? Okay, who won this time?" And we were like, da, da. And then like we'd win a comp, and then you would beat us in the open, and then we were like, yes, and then it would be like this. And honestly, it was just such an exciting time. Now looking back on it, when we were in it, I was like, you would win it, and you're like, oh, we gotta go back. So this is my story. What was it? It was a comp where we had to fly.
There was Florida. There was Emerald in Texas.
Did you guys beat us in Emerald? Did we go to Emerald? Embassy.
Emerald was our first.
No, so then I don't think we weren't there.
And then we went to Florida, where you were.
Yes, but there was a comp I remember.
Yeah.
We danced to Rising Star. You guys beat us. And I'm like, we come flying back home. Literally the next morning, we wake up early. Because Andre always books the earliest flights to fly back home.
Got it.
So we're like, I don't know, 6 a.m. flight back home. We legit drove straight to the studio and practiced. Because we were like,
I'm so glad I motivated you.
you motivated me like no other. And I was like, okay. And he's like, we gotta get to the studio. I'm like, yes. I mean, I don't know if you know this about me, but it's very like, I love dancing and I love everything, but to practice is very